Hello and welcome back to another episode of Saving Scunthorpe, and we are back today for the playoff semi-finals. It's been a bit of time since you were last with us, which I believe was when we went out of the FA Cup against West Ham. Since then, we've had a mixed run of form. We've had some dodgy results, but we've had some good results in there as well. However, we stuttered a bit more than we would have liked and quickly dropped out of the contention for the automatic playoff spots. However, we have got the playoff semi-finals against QPR, so if you're happy to hear about that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for the games against QPR. For reference, we had a 2-1 win against them and a 1-0 win against them. So subscribe if you're happy to hear about that, and let's jump into the game. We did finish 6th in the end in the league, so we are bottom of the playoffs. However, 2 wins against QPR, hopefully that's a sign of things to come. And our lineup for the game at home against QPR, we've got Izaguirre in goal, a back four of Ramsey, Doy, Zeman and Heath, Oidele and Russell Denny as the holding midfielders, with Jones on the right, Brogio on the left, Perkins in the number 10 and Clark up front. We have our first highlight, and it is QPR that start on the ball with Malon trying to get past Doy, who puts in a good tackle, but Malon gets it back. Doy then clears it away, only as far as Matthews, and it's going to come back at us through Amas, forward to Crow. Ball into the box towards the far post, and Altamira sends it over the bar. And we reach half-time at 0-0. It's been relatively even so far in that first half. However, QPR slightly on top, so we're going to make a couple of tactical changes just to try and help us out with that. We're going to make our passing a bit more direct, but a bit higher tempo. And we're going to go positive as well, in hopes that we may be able to sort out what's going on in their half. Cannon with a throw in for QPR as they start off the highlight in the first half. Field has got it in midfield. Malon plays it back to him and then forward to Haley. Cannon on the right hand side. Got a chance to play the ball down that wing. He doesn't. Instead he goes backwards, and then they're back to Lenihan in defence. Out to Orlena, and then Cannon into midfield for Field. He plays the ball through to Crow, who takes a good touch, but Ramsey does well. That's a dodgy clearance from Ramsey, though. It's back into the box. Zeman and Heath deal with that. Clark heads it back to Crow, though. Forward to Malon, who hits the bar, and then Ramsey heads it away. That was very nearly a goal for them, entirely of our own making. Perkins plays the ball out to Clark and out to Jones on the right wing. He's got space to attack his defender. Drills the ball into the box. Clark should have scored. After very nearly setting up a goal for QPR, he then very nearly scores for us, and arguably should have scored for us. Russell Denny with the corner. Perkins is there, but it's headed away by Field and out of play. We're going to make changes now with Goller coming on for Clark, because Clark not really got anything going in this game so far. And I'm looking at Heath being on a card. We're going to bring him off for Boniface. I think we'll leave it at just those two for now. Boniface with a throw-in on the left-hand side. Russell Denny plays it back to Izaguirre, who brings it out to Doy and to Ramsey. Back to Izaguirre and out to Zeman to his left. He's got loads of time on the ball here. Plays it short to Oidele, who goes... I don't know what he was trying to do there. Bear in mind, we've got short passing on, and he's not meant to take many risks either. That was a confusing decision. Oidele this time plays a much better ball, finds Jones, who gets past his man into the box and curls it into the side netting. We are going to make a change now, and it's going to be to bring Barkworth on for Perkins, because he's got a knock of some sort, and we'll bring Yarangore on for... I want to bring Jones off, to be honest, but I'm not sure if we can. Oidele can go out to the right wing. Hampson can come on in holding midfield. Late on, Haley with a corner kick for QPR, but it's headed away by Oidele, only as far as Orlena, who gets it back to Lenihan, but Hampson dispossesses him really well and then gives the ball away very cheaply. We nearly win it back, but a ball comes into the box. Ramsey brings it down and clears it away up towards Goller, who heads it to Russell Denny. Chance for us now to use the space that they've created for us. Russell Denny forward to Goller. Shoots and into the side netting. That would have been a fantastic time to take the lead. we are just going to start going on the counter against them when we do win the ball back. And Hampson has picked up an injury. We're going to have to bring Lewis on in his place, and we are going to seriously hope that's not too bad of an injury. So the first leg ends in a 0-0 draw, where neither team really got on top of that game. It was pretty even throughout, and it's going to be a tough game for us now to go away to QPR and manage to get to Wembley. But I've got faith our team can do it. So we have a few changes coming into the second leg, some due to injuries, some due to fitness. So Yaron Goye is going to start at right back. The rest of the back five remains the same. We then have Lewis replacing Russell Denny, who's not fully fit. Glavin coming in on the left wing for Brogio. Barkworth on for Perkins. And Goller replacing Clark up front. That one is just because we want to give Goller the chance in this game. And then Clark or Conahan can come on off the bench if we need them to late on. The rest of them are due to fitness or injuries. Harrison Hampson, by the way, fractured his ribs, so he's out of this and the final if we get there. Hamas with a throw-in for QPR. It's forward to Crow, who's in the box, and he plays it back to field, across to Cannon on the right-hand side. He's got space, turns in, and puts QPR 1-0 up after 25 minutes. And that makes this game even more difficult for us now. So half-time in what's been a very cagey affair in the start of this second leg. And we are simply not getting shots off, which means we are not going to win, of course. A throw-in for QPR, and it's in a similar position to where their goal came from the first time. They get into the box, ball across the box, and somehow Izagirre put that out for a corner. I've got no idea how we haven't conceded there. However, it's not over here. Corner coming in to the far post. They've hit the post, and it goes out for a goal kick, thankfully. We're going to look to make changes on the hour mark here. Perkins coming on for Barkworth. Brogio coming on for Glavin. Neither of them really having an impact in this game, and we need to find a goal. Well, we've got 10 minutes to go in this game, so it's time for the Hail Mary. We're going to bring Heath off for Conahan up front to be our target forward. In the middle, we're going to bring Lewis off for Clark to be a poacher. O'Delly will move into the middle, and Yaron Goye will come off for Lissa, so that we've got a back three. Free kick for QPR. Lee plays it back to Putman and then to Orlana. Crow on the ball gets dispossessed. Goller gives it away far too easily. Conahan gives it away far too easily. Haley gives it to Hamilton. Zeman's got the ball. He's been dispossessed. Hamilton into the box, hits the post. Lissa clears it away. Only as far as Lee, though, and that's where the highlight ends. We need to get the ball forward if we're going to have a chance. We've got 2 minutes. I think we're going to go out without a highlight even appearing. That is exactly what happens. And it is heartbreak in the playoffs. I believe that's for the second year running. And unfortunately, we don't make it to Wembley. So we've got another year in League One. And indeed, it is a second year in a row that we go out in the playoffs. Last year, to be fair, we went out 1-0 and 4-2, so 5-2 on aggregate. At least this time round, it was a much closer affair, only losing 1-0. However, still disappointing for that to happen. We've got changes in mind for this summer if we get some better budgets than what we've had previously. Our overall balance is up, whereas in the past, we've always been pretty much in the negative the whole time, bar a little bits of positives. So hopefully we're actually going to get a bit more in terms of transfer budget and wage budget and push on and get ourselves into the championship. If we have a look at the, teams detailed, when it comes to salary per annum, we are very much punching above our weight, being 18th and yet challenging for promotion. And you can see Plymouth and Preston and Watford, the three teams who look most likely to go up, they're all on the high budgets. So it's obviously we're playing against some tough teams. With Barnsley, Rotherham and Charlton coming down, I would hope we've got a good chance next season, because I don't think any of them have got particularly big budgets compared to what we're facing at the moment. So hopefully one more year of transfer rebuilding and we can find our way into the Championship. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment, can we achieve it next season? Who do you think we need to replace? Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.